Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. Electioneering gains momentum in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Congress President Rahul Gandhi addressed rallies at various places in Madhya Pradesh. In Jammu and Kashmir, over 75% polling registered in third phase of Panchayat Polls. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio tomorrow. 30 people killed in a bus accident in Mandya district of Karnataka. India and China agree to maintain peace and tranquility in border areas. And in sports, Mary Kom becomes first female boxer to win 6 gold medals at World Championships. Saina, Nehwal and Verma enter the singles finals of the Syed Modi International Badminton Championships. Campaigning for assembly elections has gained momentum in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram, with star campaigners of major parties canvassing for their candidates. Assembly elections in the two states will be held on Wednesday. In Madhya Pradesh, political leaders including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP Chief Amit Shah and Congress President Rahul Gandhi addressed rallies at various places in the state today. Addressing a public meeting in Mandya, the Prime Minister said farmers are suffering due to the wrongdoings and wrong policies of the Congress.
गांव गरीब किसान ये मजबूत हो, अपने पैरों पर खड़ा रहे, हर साल सरकार के सामने उसको सर झुका करके खड़ा न रहना पड़े, ऐसा किसान का जीवन बनाने के लिए हम एक के बाद एक कदम उठा रहे हैं। ये बात सही है, 5-5, 6-6 दशक की गलतियां उसको ठीक करने में हमें थोड़ा समय भी तो चाहिए.
Mr. Modi said it has been 15 years since the state comprehensively rejected the Congress. He said Madhya Pradesh has seen unparalleled growth under the BJP rule. Earlier, addressing a rally in Chhatarpur, Mr. Modi accused the Congress of ignoring development in Bundelkhand. He said several efforts are being made towards water conservation and ensuring that farmers of Bundelkhand region get water. He said Madhya Pradesh has moved beyond corruption, casteism and nepotism. On the other hand, speaking at a rally in Damoh, Rahul Gandhi alleged that the NDA government has failed to do anything substantial for farmers and the poor in the past 4.5 years.
मध्य प्रदेश की एक महिला ने कहा, भाई वो मध्य प्रदेश की हर महिला के दिल के अंदर तवे को पुराने तवे को उठा के देखना है, नया तवा लाना है कांग्रेस पर. सरकार का काम जनता की रक्षा करने का होता है.
Mr. Gandhi also addressed a rally in Tikamgarh. Amit Shah addressed a rally in Bhind. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Union Minister Uma Bharati, Congress leaders Jyotiraditya Sindhya and Kamal Nath and Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav are also campaigning in the state for their party candidates. In Mizoram, leaders of all major parties including central ministers are campaigning across the state to woo the voters. Our Aizawl correspondent reports that the Election Commission has launched complaint center telephone booths for all the 8 districts of the state.
BJP star campaigner and Assam Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma told media that if voted to power, building and maintenance of roads will be their first priority. Meanwhile, Prism Party in a press statement asked the people not to vote for MNF or Congress, alleging that both party leaders have corruption charges against them. On the other side, Election Commission has launched complaint center telephone booths for all 8 districts of Mizoram. This will facilitate citizens to lodge complaint of any sort of irregularities over electioneering through these booths, including one state-level complaint center given telephone numbers. Irene, AIR News, Aizawl.
Election Commission has issued a notice to Congress leader C.P. Joshi for alleged violation of Code of Conduct over his casteist remarks against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, among others. The notice was served by the returning officer of Rajsamand district in Rajasthan following a complaint by the BJP. Mr. Joshi is contesting the election from Nathdwara constituency in the state. An official said Mr. Joshi has been asked to submit his reply by 11 a.m. tomorrow. In Jammu and Kashmir, overall 75.2% polling was witnessed across the state in the third phase of Panchayat Polls held today. According to the Chief Electoral Officer, Shaleen Kabra, An overwhelming 83% polling was witnessed in Jammu division and 55.7% in Kashmir division. Our correspondent reports that counting of votes has begun and the results are expected by tonight or tomorrow morning.
Two blocks of Poonch district recorded nearly 88% polling, followed by 85.73% polling in two blocks of Ramban district. Four blocks of Kishtwar district recorded above 85% polling, followed by nearly 84% polling in Udhampur district. In border district of Kutwa, over 83% votes were polled, while over 80% polling was recorded in Rajouri district. In three blocks of mountainous Doda district, over 77% electorate exercised their franchise in third phase of Panchayat Polls. In Kashmir Valley, about 60% polling was recorded in border district of Kupwara, followed by 51% in Bandipora and about 41% in Badgam and 31% in Baramulla. R.K. Raina for AR News from Jammu.
For fourth phase of Panchayat Polls, voting will take place on the 27th of this month. In Uttar Pradesh, heavy security is put in place ahead of Dharm Sabha program by Vishwa Hindu Parishad VHP tomorrow at Ayodhya. DG of Police O.P. Singh said that all security arrangements have been made to ensure law and order and handle any untoward situation. In Karnataka, 30 people were killed after a bus fell into a canal in Mandya district, 105 kilometers away from Bengaluru today. 4 persons have been rescued. Sources said around 35 people were travelling in the bus. The accident took place after the driver lost control of the bus while steering the vehicle on the Canal Band Road. The bus fell into 12 feet deep waters. President Ramnath Kovind, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy have expressed condolence over the loss of lives in the incident. The state government has announced compensation of 5 lakh rupees each to the kin of the deceased in the mishap. The 7-member central team delegated to assess the damages caused by the recent cyclone in Tamil Nadu have inspected some of the affected areas in Pudukkottai district this evening. In the morning, the interdepartmental team called on the state Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy and Chief Secretary Girija Vaidyanathan in the Secretariat at Fort St. George in Chennai and later proceeded to the Delta districts. They inspected the reinstallation of damaged electricity distribution network, crop loss and the other destroyed infrastructure besides interacting with the affected public. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in India and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 50th episode of the monthly program. It will be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan. The program will also be streamed on the YouTube channels of the Prime Minister's Office, Information and Broadcasting Ministry, AIR and DD News. It will be simultaneously broadcast on AIR's website, www.allindiaradio.gov.in. All India Radio will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will also be repeated at 8 p.m. Prime Minister has been raising various important issues through the monthly program. Our correspondent reports that Mr. Modi had shared his thoughts on eNAM, which is a pan-India electronic trading portal to create a unified national market for agricultural commodities.
In the 42nd edition of Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said an extensive exercise on agricultural reforms is being undertaken to ensure that farmers get a fair price for their crops. He said 22,000 rural hearts in the country will be upgraded by creating necessary infrastructure and these will be integrated with eNAM platform.
गांव की स्थानीय मंडियां, होलसेल मार्केट और फिर ग्लोबल मार्केट से जुड़े इसका प्रयास हो रहा है। किसानों को अपनी उपज बेचने के लिए बहुत दूर नहीं जाना पड़े, इसके लिए देश के 22,000 ग्रामीण हाटों को जरूरी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के साथ अपग्रेड करते हुए एपीएमसी और eNAM प्लेटफॉर्म के साथ इंटीग्रेट किया जाएगा।
Talking to AIR News, Minister of State for Agriculture Krishna Raj said the priority of the Prime Minister is to ensure that the farmers of the country could get appropriate remuneration for their crops.
हमारे देश के किसानों की उपज का उचित मूल्य मिल सके इसके लिए देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी की प्राथमिकता है। इस बार के बजट में 22,000 करोड़ का रख के प्रत्येक गांव में मंडी को स्थापना करके देश की सभी मंडियों को डिजिटलीकरण करके हमारे देश के किसानों को आर्थिक रूप से स्वावलंबी बनाने का एक सफल प्रयास भारत सरकार ने किया है।
585 markets in 16 states and 2 union territories have already been brought on the e-NAM platform. With Dipendra Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
India and China have agreed to maintain peace and tranquility in border areas. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval today met Chinese Foreign Minister and State Councillor Wang Yi in Chengdu, China, for the 21st round of the Special Representative Talks. External Affairs Ministry in a release said the talks were constructive and focused on taking forward the India-China closer developmental partnership in pursuance of the guidance provided by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping at their informal summit at Wuhan in April this year. The special representatives resolved to intensify their efforts to achieve a fair, reasonable and mutually acceptable solution to the India-China boundary question at an early date. Both sides emphasized the importance of approaching the boundary question from the strategic perspective of India-China relations. Maldivian Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid has arrived in New Delhi this evening on a 4-day visit to India. This is the first high-level visit from Malé after the new government took office last week. On Monday, Mr. Shahid and External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will hold extensive talks on issues of mutual interest. The visiting dignitary will also call on President Ram Nath Kovind. In boxing, MC Mary Kom created history after she outclassed Ukraine's Hanna Okhota by a unanimous 5-0 decision in the women's 48-kilogram light flyweight final of the Women's World Championships in New Delhi today. Mary Kom becomes the first female boxer to win 6 gold medals at World Championships. The 35-year-old Mary Kom from Manipur previously won the gold medal in 2002, 2005, 2006, 2008 and 2010 editions of the championships. Speaking to reporters after a victory, Mary Kom said she would like to dedicate this win to the country. She thanked the fans who turned up to cheer her and the Indian contingent.
मेरा इतना प्यार दिया है, सपोर्ट किया है, इतना आवाज फाड़ने टाइप में चिल्लाया है, तो मैं क्यों कोशिश नहीं करूंगी मैं कि देश का जितना मतलब अपना कंट्री को प्राउड कराने के लिए.
President Ram Nath Kovind, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Sports Minister Colonel Rajavardhan Rathore have congratulated Mary Kom. In the women's 57-kilogram featherweight final, Sonia Chehel settled for silver. Chehel lost to Ornella Gabriele Wagner of Germany. India finished with 1 gold, 1 silver and 2 bronze medals. In badminton, Saina Nehwal and Verma have entered the singles finals of Syed Modi International Championships. In Lucknow today, in the women's singles semi-final, Saina, seeded second, defeated Ruseli Hartawan of Indonesia 12-21, 21-7, 21-6. She will face Yu Han of China in the final tomorrow. In the men's singles semi-final, Samir beat Chico Aura Dwi Wardoyo of Indonesia 21-13, 17-21, 21-8. Samir faces Lu Hao of China in the final tomorrow. The women's doubles pair of Ashwini Ponnappan and Sikki Reddy also reached the doubles final. In the semi-final, Ashwini and Sikki beat Russia's Ekaterina Bolatova and Alina Davletova 21-18, 21-16. In the mixed doubles, the pair of Satwik Sairaj and Ashwini Ponnappa lost in the semi-final. Jharkhand Day was celebrated at the International Film Festival of India, IFFI, in Goa today. Jharkhand is the focus state at this year's IFFI. This is for the first time that any state has made focus state at IFFI. MSD, The Untold Story and 6 other movies which have been shot in the state are being screened at this year's festival. Jharkhand is home to some of the biggest celebrities including MS Dhoni, Priyanka Chopra and archer Deepika Kumari. And now, before we end, the headlines once again. Electioneering gains momentum in Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Congress President Rahul Gandhi address rallies at various places in Madhya Pradesh. In Jammu and Kashmir, over 75% polling registered in third phase of Panchayat Polls. Prime Minister to share his thoughts in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio tomorrow. 30 people killed in a bus accident in Mandya district of Karnataka. India and China agree to maintain peace and tranquility in border areas. And in sports, Mary Kom becomes the first female boxer to win 6 gold medals at World Championships. Saina, Nehwal and Verma enter the singles final of the Syed International Badminton Championships. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.